What is going on, guys? Richard back again with another Castle Army building video. Now I do feel like this is a little delayed. If you watch some of my live streams, you did see that I already created some, so all I'm really doing is perfecting them, going back and showing you what I did. These are the first ones that I've created from the other video. This is 81 figs. Like I said, I have somewhere around like maybe 700 I'm doing total. But they all won't be Black Falcons. Black Falcons will only be somewhere around that 400 mark. But this is the first 81 of them. I'm going to show you a little bit of a close-up on these guys. Show you what my goal was. I did change some of these just a little bit. But then I'm going to show you the new guys and how I created them and kind of where I'm going with this. One of the things I did want to do is keep these guys in units. So a lot of the guys are kind of outfitted the same with the same armor and weapons, and then a lot of them have leaders. A lot of these guys don't really have significant places yet. You will see that the archers are all going to be up top of the tower for right now. I have not fully developed a part of the castle yet to be placing minifigs, but I do have a good grasp on where some of these are going to go. I'm not sure if I'm going to place any minifigs until the last episode of this. The last episode of this is going to be kind of where I decide where these minifigs go, and the way I'm going to go about that is going to be a kind of a big deal, because I'm going to have to do this in a way that when I go to a convention, I'll know where these figs go and I know how they're set up. And I will be explaining a little bit later on about how I'm going to do that. But let's first go ahead and show you a close-up of these guys. So as you guys can see, these are the 81 I was talking about. A couple people have asked me before. Yes, I did start with everybody having flesh tone heads. I didn't want to do the yellow. I feel like that's what a lot of people do. So I got out of that and used the flesh tones. Over here we do have a unit of people that just pretty much has normal swords and shields. I do have kind of a leader of the group. The leader of the group does have on a different helmet and some body plate armor, but I did keep his everything else kind of the same, and I gave him a different sword. I'm going to continue to do that. The leaders will kind of have a little bit bigger, better weapons maybe. Some of them will have kind of the same. Like I said, these are going to be in a group. These archers are going to be in a group, and then when it comes to a lot of these other guys, especially the ones that don't have helmets on or any kind of armor or stuff like that, you'll see them kind of thrown out in the field in just random areas. The archers do have the funny looking hats in my opinion, but the helmets that they have will protect them. Of course, I'm going to continue to create these. I love the banners that I've gotten. I love kind of the ideas that have came from this, but I'm getting to a point now, and you'll kind of see with the other minifigs that I built, that I'm kind of wanting to do something a little more, and Lego doesn't really have that many options when it comes to castle and medieval type stuff. Now that you've seen these, I will slide these to the side and bring up the next 48 I have done. These are pretty much, they're not all, but they're a huge chunk of what I have of the red falcons or the blue falcons, the new ones. They are pretty much it. I have a couple more that I've saved that are going to be on horses and going to be kind of decorated a little different as maybe some chiefs and stuff like that, but these guys are done. These guys right here are kind of the section where I ran out of ideas with the swords. These guys and these guys don't have weapons, and what made me kind of come to this is if you look at these weapons like this is a great looking weapon, don't get me wrong. It's a good looking pike, but these, where they're more than one piece or a built weapon or something, however you want to look at it or call it, just looks so much nicer. So what I'm planning on doing is doing the same thing with the rest of these guys. My guys also, I will be continuing to build weapons. I've got some ideas, I've ordered some pieces. Those things will come, and when they show up, I'll just be going to show you kind of a close-up of how I've added those. These right here are really just a simply axe head with a 4-length bar, and I think it looks great. It gives the weapon kind of a little bit more of a dynamic because it's more than one color. It's not that plain. If you see the Crusader guy, the main leader of this, I gave him a non-Lego sword, and I think it actually looks really, really good. They're not just the plain Lego pieces that Lego provides, and it kind of gives a different little aspect to it. Now don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of Lego weapons out there that look amazing, but the way that I'm going to end up doing this is just going to give it more depth. Like I said, a lot of these will be out in the field, they'll be fighting, stuff like that. So the weapons are really going to be what stands out. This guy right here doesn't really look too much different than one of the other guys. They just kind of look the same, little basic, you know, minifigs. So the weapons is how I really want to, you know, glorify them and show them apart. Now to talk a little bit more about the weapon choices I have, like I said, I'm kind of running out of Lego ideas that I would really like to do, and when I did add the multiple pieces together to make a weapon, it does give it that much better dynamic and looks much better. Just like throwing crazy arms on some of these guys, it gives it that extra oomph that Lego really needs. So within saying that, I haven't really got that much experience using non-Lego pieces for this stuff. When it comes to the city I did, there was a bunch of non-Lego minifigs, but they were still printed on Lego, so it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just another piece that technically matched what Lego had. It was just maybe colored or painted different. So in this aspect where I'm switching weapons, there's tons of companies I'm going to choose from. I love Brix Mania's stuff, which comes from Brick Arms and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue to roll with those. There's some swords that I've already got in a cart that I'm ready to purchase. But the main thing I've been looking at is Brick Warriors. I don't have anything from Brick Warriors, but Shy does. And if you watch his videos, they look good quality. And if it's good enough for Shy to throw in his army, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that it's good enough for me to throw in mine. One of the things I did notice is when we were at Brick Fair, I met up with a bunch of guys that had some Brick Warrior stuff that looked absolutely amazing. But I couldn't find it on the website. And I was like, where in the world do they find this stuff? And then I stumbled upon the questions that led to the answers that I needed. And if you watch some of Shy's videos, he'll tell you they painted the stuff. And I never thought about that. That aspect that it gives you just gives it that much more. And I've looked into some markers and stuff like that that kind of just like paint. They're kind of like paint markers. And I'm probably going to roll with some of those too. I will show you in the near future when I do these purchases. I'm going to continue to research. I'm going to continue to show you what I can find, but Brick Warriors is definitely getting an order. I'm going to order the Brix Mania stuff first, or the Brick Arm stuff first, just because I know the quality of it. I have some of the other stuff, and then there'll also be some K-Town brick elements thrown in there also. I still have to get this done by March, so these minifig pieces will be ordered. I'm wanting to get further in the castle first, and once the main layout of the castle is done, I'll be kind of throwing the minifig parts in with the stuff I ordered. But check out my next video that will also come out this afternoon. It will be I didn't post a video Monday because I didn't have any pieces. The holidays kind of screwed me up, but you'll hear more about that in that video. Thanks for watching this Army video part 2. With all that being said, don't forget, if you like this video, like, subscribe down below. Take a little video of everything going on. Peace.